Spider-Man Far From Home.
Jar Jar is a key to all this.
So Spider-Man Far From Home is the sequel to the 2017 film SpiderMan Homecoming, which was the which was technically the sequel to Captain America Civil War, which was in 2016, which introduced Spider-Man to the MCU, and then Homecoming gave him his first solo film or outing, and then Far From Home, it was the sequel to Avengers Endgame, which is now the highest grossing film of all time, which is cool. I made two reviews, or part 1 and part 2 reviews of Endgame. You can go, actually the link to those is in the description, so go check that out. Anyways, Spider-Man Far From Home. It is, like I said, is the first film after Avengers Endgame, and it deals with Spider-Man. So I mean, overall, I think it's a very good film, actually. Yeah, it's just a good film. Mysterio, the bad guy, is really cool. There's a twist that comes about, I'd say about halfway through the film. That's really cool. It's really cool. Anyway, spoilers, okay? Quentin Beck is Mysterio, but he's not actually a supervillain like he is in the comics. He's a Stark Industries employee that got fired because of the BARF technology, the biometric.
Binarily Augmented Retroframing, or BARF. God, I gotta work on that acronym.
Advanced retroframing, I think it's called. No, I don't need to, yeah. So, yeah, biometric advanced retroframing, I believe it's called. Yeah, and so he gets fired for something that I forget why. They went back to Civil War with that the part where he introduced that technology and gave the students that grant.
Go break some eggs.
And so he's the antagonist, and the other, there are some other Stark employees. The guy from Iron Man 1 that Obadiah Stane yelled at.
It's impossible. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
He's one of the bad guys also. He operates the drones. And their whole plan is to get control of Edith, which is the new Jarvis basically. But Edith is not an AI like Jarvis. She's not as smart as Jarvis. Yeah, so they have this big satellite, and there's it opens up, and there's all these drones that come out, and they have the BARF projectors on their. They actually look like the Shanks from Destiny. They look a lot like those. So yeah, and he uses that to project out the lava, air, water, earth monsters. So Spider-Man in this movie, and I saw another thing about this. I don't think he does he's not weighed down enough in this movie. He just lost his mentor Tony Stark, and he you get some really nice scenes where he discusses that with Quentin Beck about Tony and everything, and and they deal with it kind of well, but he also, I think it was a Nando v Movies video I watched, there's a lot of people you can blame for the snap that Thanos did and why he was able to do that. You could blame Doctor Strange, you could blame Star-Lord, you could blame Thor, but the thing that he brings up is that you can also blame Spider-Man for not pulling off the glove in time, or the gauntlet in time. All that coming down on him, what I'm trying to say is that Spider-Man in this film should have been a little bit more depressed. I understand that he's kind of moved past it, but I feel like it wasn't really enough. of that. But that's all I really have to do about Spider-Man. The little like the boyfriend girlfriend stuff with MJ was actually really funny. There were a lot of really good scenes with that. Ned, he's funny. You'll like that. Let me think. Oh yeah, Happy's in this movie too. Happy's pretty funny. He and Aunt May, I guess, have a thing now, which, okay, no, I don't think anyone actually cares about that, but that's fine, I guess. He's kind of cool. He actually has a cool scene where Spider-Man is like down, like he's been defeated by Mysterio. This is about an hour and 30 minutes into the movie, I think. And Spider-Man, for some reason, he got hit by a train, that's right. And he's in the Netherlands for some reason. And he calls in Happy, who brings like the Stark jet. And that whole scene is so good. Like, he just like, he Tony Starks out in a way, like Spider-Man does. Like Happy has this line, it's like, you take care of the suit, alright? I'll take care of the music.
I need a suit.
Suit? You take care of the suit. I'll take care of the music.
And then Back in Black starts playing by AC/DC. No, that's not right. No, it's not. Sorry, easy. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, and then Peter Parker and Spider-Man's like, oh, this is great. I love Led Zeppelin, and that was funny. That made me laugh. That was a good joke. And you can see like Spider-Man like building his new Spider-Man suit, just like very similar to how Iron Man used to build his suits. Like his first, or like back in the Iron Man films, it was a lot like how he used to do his stuff, which was really cool to see. Like the stuff with that. Also, the effects in this film are good. There are some nice effects in this film, especially. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say there's some nice effects in this film. The music, it's fine. The movie's good. 9 out of 10 would recommend. Go see it, or just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD or Redbox or Netflix or Vudu or Hulu or Amazon Prime. Just wait till it comes out. It's already grossed $1 billion, so there's no reason to push any further. In terms of MCU movies, I would say that this is probably top 5 or 3 MCU films, easily, definitely, in fact. Personally, I don't think it's quite as good as like Avengers Endgame, no, not that. Avengers Infinity War, or like Captain America's Winter Soldier. I don't think it's quite as good as those films, but it's close, very close. Is on X-Men. So I recently rewatched X-Men Days of Future Past because my friends invited me over to watch it with them, because they got it on like these like, they got like the steel cover cases for the CD disc. It was pretty good. I mean like the steel cover thing, it was pretty cool. But the movie, man, I forgot how good that movie is. That's a good movie. X-Men Days of Future Past, that's it. Would recommend. I'd say 8 out of 10. There's some cringy parts in that movie, but it's good. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Magneto's the man. Quicksilver has the funniest scene in this film. Man, that slow motion scene where he's they're escaping from the Pentagon. That's funny. It's so funny. I love that scene. I always get a kick out of watching that scene. yeah, the time travel stuff always blows my mind, and it takes me usually a day or two to remember how they did it. I think it's betterly executed than Endgame. Like, I would have preferred that over the alternate reality stuff from Endgame. But you get. So in terms of X-Men films, well, first of all, the acting is good, dialogue is alright. There are a few things that I think went unexplained in this film. It's very easy to look past those. The stakes are good. There's some good stakes in this film. Yeah, the effects are pretty good, I'd say. I always love those Sentinel robots. Not like the old version, like the plastic version of them, but like the future version of them. Those are so cool. I always love looking at those and seeing them take out humans. Yeah. So in terms of other X-Men films, like in terms of like the X-Men, like the actual like films with the word X-Men in the title, it is easily the best. I'd say I'm actually probably gonna watch First Class like tomorrow or in a few days or something. So I'll review that again, or I'll make a review about that. But if I remember correctly, that was also a pretty good one. So I would say that X-Men Days of Future Past is definitely the best X-Men film with the word X-Men in the title. First Class, if I remember correctly, is like second. Apocalypse. Here's the thing about X-Men Apocalypse. I think it's fine. Okay, it has its flaws. It does. Apocalypse is Poe Dameron, which is fine. All Apocalypse needs is Magneto. He's the only guy that he needs because the Earth is made out of metal, and you don't really need anyone else if you have the metal. So, yeah, it's fine. The best X-Men film, I recently watched Logan for the first time. About 2 weeks ago. And now that's a good film. Alright? Now that's better than, well, I mean, it's a different genre than Spider-Man Far From Home. But I would recommend that too. I'd say that Logan was a solid 10 out of 10. Anyway, X-Men Days of Future Past, 7 or 8 out of 10. Spider-Man Far From Home, 9 out of 10. Logan, 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching.